There we go. Hello, folks. Welcome into us. How's it going? How are the levels? Are they good? Do let me know. I can change them as we go along. Who have we got? I've got Snowball, welcome in. Kitty, welcome in. Leopard, welcome in. Ultra Video, welcome in. How's it going, folks? Levels seem nice, good stuff. And Wisecrack as well. Hey, yeah. Hi, Wisecrack. How are you doing, mate? Okay, levels are good. Super stuff, folks. Welcome in, Tears. Hope you're all doing good. First stream with new headphones properly working, I suppose. I did have to buy the dongle for them. Dozzle as well, welcome in. How's it going? I did have to buy a little dongle for them. So I've got the latencies, basically. It's not a problem when you're gaming anymore, as opposed to it being like me placing a block down and then going, oh, actually, that was like half a second later. The master volume's on 100. This is what I don't get, unless it's like blocks that I just need to turn up or something. If I just do something like this, it might be a little bit better. Is that a little bit better? We're gonna play some Minecraft today, folks. Just a little bit, just a couple of hours. I would like to get started on a little hiking trail that I want to make. And I'm just gonna make myself a little bit less white because I've just looked at myself and gone, fuck me, I'm pale. There we go. Also the camera hub was not working this morning, which was good. Which is why I'm a little bit late. I had to re-download the whole fucking camera hub software, but it is what it is. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of a hiking trail today. I think not around here, although it could come around here. This is the station that I was building the other day. It's not done yet, but you know I've added stuff to it. I've added some little boards for it, departure boards. So it's getting there. Fruit's built a little ticket. Check this out, folks. This is genius. Actually, Fruit has built this ticket machine using. We've got a mod called Computercraft, which means you can like basically have computers in Minecraft, and you can sort of like program them to do things and say things and all this sort of thing. I am going to make myself. I'm just going to edit myself and make myself even a little bit less white than that. Actually, there we go. Nerdboy, welcome into you. How's it going? Good to see you. So check this out. We're at Ice Marsh Junction station. So we've got a little ticket machine. Does this machine will print rail passes only? Rail passes are valid for all journeys in Lekar. Would you like to print a rail pass? Yes or no? So you put Y for yes. It was printing rail pass. This is really good. Rail pass printed. Please collect from the printer. Okay. Go to the printer. And you can see there's some black lines paper and a printed rail pass, which says Lekar Transport Authority. It's got today's date on it. It does change the date. I did this yesterday and had yesterday's date on, so it does go with the actual real date. Rail pass valid on date, shown and from Ice Marsh Junction only. That's really good, isn't it? So we've got tickets now. They don't do anything. There is a possibility, because I think Fruit has set up ticket barriers in some stations. It is technically possible that you could like show this to a ticket barrier and then it would let you get through it. I don't know how we do that. But I think it's hypothetically possible. That is fun. I know fun when I say, yeah, it's really fun, isn't it? It's functionally useless, but that's not a problem. That's not an issue. So today what we're going to do is, I did this the other day, didn't I? I did this on stream, this little wall here. We could already finish this off, to be honest with you. It might be worth doing that just to warm up, actually. Let's do it. If that's okay with you. Today's playlist theme, by the way, folks, is I've gone with yacht rock, which is a very sort of vague and slightly controversial genre thing because it doesn't really mean anything. It's kind of just vibes based. I don't care though. So I've got a couple of hours of yacht rock music. You'll notice as we go along that there's a very sort of big overlap between yacht rock and basically just soft rock, or perhaps even what they would maybe call jazz rock. It's nice to listen to though, if you like that sort of thing. If you don't, it's probably fucking terrible. But whatever. Ticket barrier from EastEnders. I don't know what that means, Wisecrack, I'm so sorry. You used to know a guy called Yachty. That's good. I think. fair enough, I guess. Got nothing to add to that, Leopard. That's nice. Shit, I've done that wrong, haven't I? Apple Pay kind of vibes, yeah. We've almost, like, we could also do a thing where it actually takes currency out, because we've got currency. So it is technically possible that we could make tickets cost money, technically. It could get very sort of... We could get to a point where we're bringing in contactless payments into Minecraft. Panagiotis, actually. He was part Greek, but he went by Yachty, which I thought was cool. Yeah, that is cool, that leopard. I need to adjust the lumbar at the back of my chair. It's sticking out way too much. I've noticed that sitting up is hurting my back more than, like, slouching is, which is not good. So that's something that I've got to keep an eye out for. Anyway. Okay, let's grab some of them. Let's also grab... Oh, that's not got texturing on, has it? Very knotty hair, but good stuff, folks. Really nice. So we'll do this. And, oh shit, we need solid, not 25%. There we go. Such a long way to go. Anyone ever seen that sketch? Oh, for SCTV sketch for about 1970 or 1980 something, where Rick Moranis is playing Michael McDonald, and he's doing a music video for this song, and he keeps, like, running into the studio just to sing that. Such a long way to go. It was funny for the 70s, I suppose. I don't like the way that this has happened. Not a fan of that. Alas. Love this song too. It's nice, isn't it? It's easy to listen to. It's not easy listening, because that's different. I do like Christopher Cross. Bro's name is literally Chris Cross, though. So I'm sure we can do something with that, possibly. I was going to see him live. Oh, for fuck's sake, why is it doing this? He was supporting Toto in Manchester a few months back, and I was tempted. There were still seats available with, like, 2 days left, and I was tempted, but I was like, I don't really want to be sort of staying overnight in Manchester. I just had a moral sort of issue with that. I'd rather do anything but that, so I didn't go. This is a bit awkward, this, isn't it? Where these little holes are. It's like a little moat almost. The 70s, the pre-human era, yeah. I mean, to be fair, for the 70s, it was quite good because it wasn't racist or anything like that. So you got to chalk that down as a win, really, haven't you? I'm easy listening. Thank you very much. I'll take that. I'll fucking take that and run with it. Happily. Thank you very much. Do let me know if the levels need mucking about with at all. It's a bit weird. I found these new headphones are a lot louder than my old headphones are. So when I used to stream about 60% volume on my earphones, on my headphones even. I'm on like 30% now. These are a lot louder, which is good. It means I can ruin my hearing quicker. Or whatever. Do a bit of terraforming here. I don't like the way this looks. Fucking snow. Chappers. Welcome into you. Thank you very much for the sub. Good morning, team. Did you know Pater once asked the Pet Shop Boys to rename themselves to the Rescue Shelter Boys? It's because Pater the horse. For fuck's sake. I need to get TTS set up for resubs. I've not done that. I'll make a note of it, actually. Chappers, thank you very much for the sub, my friend. How's it going? It's lovely to see you. See, look at this here. It's all like... It's like I've taken a big chunk out of it. But not in a good way. Not like chunk from... Is it The Goonies? The Goonies, a movie I've only watched when I shouldn't have been watching it. because I was in year 12 computer science A-level class. And I gave up about 2 weeks into it because I didn't get any of it. So I spent the rest of the year. We found out where they store all the movies on the like school IT system. So we were watching like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and all that sort of thing just every week. But one of the films, sorry, that was on there was The Goonies. We used to watch The Goonies. I didn't like it. I don't think it's a very good film, to be honest with you. I didn't like it then, and I wouldn't like it now. Do I like these vines here? I don't at the moment, so I'm going to get rid of them. It's what it is. Looks like I'm out on time. Welcome into your Nightlights. How's it going? More on time than you normally are, I have to say. I don't want to call you out or anything like that, but you did make the comment, so it's fair game. I don't give a shit. Ooh. Good, thanks. Spent 5 hours redoing my entire Twitch overlay and alerts for the first time in 5 years. Oh, lovely stuff. It's nice doing that, isn't it, chappers? It's a nice sort of... It gives you a lot of sort of motivation almost, doesn't it? It does. As Chip Shop Diva would say. It does. We should get her on stream at some point, shouldn't we? That'd be good. Would we like that, folks? I got Chip Shop Diva to come on the stream and just go, it does. Every now and then. She doesn't say anything apart from like when the situation warrants. It does. And then I go, what do you think, Chip Shop Diva? And she goes, it does. I could also just get a soundbite of it, I suppose. But that's not as interesting, is it? This song was in The Simpsons. If you didn't know that. Oh, it is textured from here. It was just a bit of it that wasn't. That's interesting. Self-promo ultimately welcome in, Tien. Good to see you. Yeah, it is a ban for chappers, unfortunately. How you doing, Tien? Welcome in, my friend. Ooh, stop for the train there. I was saying to Fruits actually recently, it would be really nice if we were to get detonators in the server. In the sense that, like, when you get people working on the tracks in real life, they have detonators and they put them on the track. So when a train comes past, you hear it in the distance because you can hear the explosions. They're not like fucking massive things, obviously. They're just sort of small explosives. But that'd be good. The closest thing we could get is a train observer that has like a bell. But it's not perfect. But whatever. Stupid Twitch notification only triggers on my phone like 15 minutes after you go live. Well, do you know what, Nights? Fucking check Discord then, mate. I hate this stupid excuse. No, I don't. Sorry to fucking bring this sort of tone down. I genuinely hate the stupid excuse. Oh, Twitch doesn't send me a notification. Well, fucking Discord did. Good grief, mate. Good grief. Terrible stuff. Just why don't you just say that you've not got my Discord notifications on? Why don't you just go, yeah, I've not got them on, mate? Because every time you sort of add everyone or whatever, it's not of interest to me. So I just don't have them on. That's us telling you. Just a joke, folks. Oh, for fuck's sake, I deserve that. I deserve this. That'll do. VidGrid is your friend night. Just comes up as soon as the stream goes live. That's not bad. That's nice. Yeah, the Twitch notifications are ridiculous. You're better off just using Discord, to be honest with you. Or whatever. Muted with the rest of them. Don't know what I was in reference to, I'm sorry, but it was funny, so I laughed. Hope that's okay, Tien. There's been a lot of that lately with me, especially sort of not quite understanding what anyone's talking about. More so than usual, which is a little bit sort of worrying. But it is what it is. I had a dream yesterday that they were filming a new season of Trailer Park Boys in Birkenhead. Don't know why I said that, to be honest with you. It sounded more interesting in my head than it did out loud. There's a For You tab in Discord. I'm not interested if there's not. How else am I going to know what I like? Think about it. Also have an issue with how Discord notifications work. The For You tab is bullshit. Oh right, Knights was being serious. I genuinely don't know what the For You tab is in Discord, Knights. I thought you were making a joke because like TikTok and stuff has a For You tab. I genuinely did not realise that Discord had that. Why are you oh, for fuck? Knight, it's just fucking delete your Discord account, mate. Let's be honest. Why are you using Discord like that? Honestly, what is the point? Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Who else in Discord Night Lights? Surprised they're still going with it. I know. Well, they've got to make money somehow, haven't they? I don't. It's one of those things. I don't necessarily blame them. It's not like they're famous for other stuff. They've tried doing other stuff and it flopped. So I don't really care if they want to sort of do that thing until like the 80. It'll look daft. It'll be like Last of the Summer Wine by that point. But I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. There you go. That's nice. Just found a discarded fingernail under the keyboard on this desk. That's nice. Is it yours? You should do ID on it. Whatever they call it. DNA testing. Make a clone. Or something. It's about 4 different places to change settings. This chat's an IRC. Yeah, this chat is an IRC. We need to go back to IRC. This is IRC, Snowbuckle. Welcome into you. Ultra's got a good point. It literally is IRC, I believe. Well, my waffle, I don't know enough, but I genuinely don't know what I'm talking about at this point. No idea. I'm actually going to do this, folks, if that's okay with you. What is this song? Oh, Gino Vanelli. It's quite nice, this. That's me away. Have a jolly good day or else. Nervo, take care, my friend. Thank you very much for popping in. It's lovely to see you. This song does sound familiar, but it could just be that it's a rip-off of 100 other songs. Or it could be that 100 other songs are a rip-off of this. Don't know. How do we feel about that, folks? I quite like that. We do need to do a thing. I think we need to do a thing here, down this. Otherwise, it doesn't quite make sense. That works. That works. Internet reprobate community. That's us. I'll PayPal you $20 if you eat it. I've given it a sniff and can confirm it isn't mine. This is fucking horrible talk, folks. Come on. We can do better than this. It's been like 5 years now. We can do a bit better than this. 45-second delay for that train. Unforgivable. What about this one? I mean, it is the same train, so it'll also say 45 minutes. Yeah, it's 45 seconds even, not 45 minutes. Give us a topic then, mate. Oh, crisps. No, I was actually going to go into topic for chocolate then. When you said that, but I'm not gonna now. Get over it. Why you fuck off, mate? How about that? How about that? Do you remember the first time I properly broke on this stream, Leopard, when I was playing Mystery Dungeon? And you said, why don't you just finish the dungeon? And I just fucking lost it and went, why don't you suck your mum? I'd never said that before. It's never been the same since. That was Leopard's fault. It's bad then, wasn't it? It was bad. Be the improvement that you want from us. I don't know what to talk about, folks. I haven't really got. I don't know. Can we just? I think we can probably do better than someone else's fingernails. I don't know. I genuinely don't have a clue. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Time to put a list of the top 100 creators. Number 1 is God. Let's be perfectly serious here. Number 1 creator is God. It literally created everything. You know, how many else of us could say that? What, don't you want us to observe the world around us and comment on it? I just, yeah, but I'm sure you could observe other things than other people's fingernails is the thing. It's just a bit too fucking gross for 7 minutes past 10 on a morning. That needs to have a schedule added to it, actually. I might chase that train down. I love this song. A bit loud though, isn't it? You're the only woman that I'm thinking of. It's good. Right. We'll wait for the train to pull in here. We'll take the schedule off it and we'll add the Ice Marsh Junction to it. Quality's dropping here. Do you mean literally the video quality, chappers, or do you just mean the quality of just everything to do with the stream generally? I genuinely can't tell. It could be one or the other. I just got run over. Right. Oh, the quality of chat really, so that's fine. That's fine. If you're just talking about the chat, it's not a problem. Right, let's add a schedule to this then. Well, let's not add a schedule to it, but let's add Ice Marsh Junction P1 and Ice Marsh Junction P2. No. 2. And what we need to do is 2 needs to go there. And then 1 needs to go after High Bixby. Didn't wake up good. There, like that. It goes High Ice Marsh, Foothills. That works. Super stuff. Off you go, mate. Lovely stuff. You've got a topic. You're a chocolate bar. I've not had a topic in ages. Toffee crisp better. I do like a toffee crisp. I miss a toffee crisp cereal. Interesting how the word chat looks like one. I don't know what that means. Wisecrack. Interesting how the word chat looks like one. The stream looks lovely, but the fingernail discussing G. Willikers Chatman. It's save it for somewhere else that's going to appreciate it more, is what I'll say. Lamal's birthday party. I don't know. I don't know what that means. No idea what that means. Is he finally fucking grown up? Is he no longer 17 years old? Because I'm going to tell you what, I'm fucking sick of hearing about how he's 17 years old. I'm genuinely fucking sick of it. Do you know he's the youngest person to ever turn 18 now? If he's I assume he's 18 now. He's the youngest person to ever turn 18. He's 18. He's 7. He's 8. He's the only 18-year-old that's 17. Says Fabrizio Romano, who I also can't fucking stand. I genuinely fucking hate him. I think he's actually a massive prick. But whatever. Let's not get into that. So what we're going to do for this then is we're going to put these delineators down for the hiking trail, so you know where to walk. I'll also put in some. We'll put in some like dirt, probably coarse dirt, a bit of rooted dirt as well. Let's move that over there. Well, let's put some dirty gravel in there, I suppose, and we'll sort of like scatter the thing around, sort of thing. It's nonsense designed to confuse you. It worked, Wisecrack, so good fucking job, mate. Congratulations. My cat's laying in bed next to me and just turned over and put a tail under my nose like a moustache. I love that. That's fashion. Come up with something better then. I'm not a creator of content. I'm a creator of slagging. I mean, that's fair enough. Everyone's got to be something. Or something. We're going to destroy this tree, folks. Let's put... Right, hang on. Let's think about this. Let's put the delineators down first so we know where the hiking trail is going to go. It's going to go along here. It'll go along here. Up here. Like this. It's sort of... We need to be sort of going that way. So I'm very conscious. We might have to destroy a tree or two. In fact, I'm happy to destroy this tree because it's birch and I fucking hate birch trees. So that's that dealt with. Have you seen Fabrizio's YouTubers? I haven't. I'd rather stick pins in my eyeballs than watch anything that he does, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to sort of shut that down really quickly, but I can't lie and go, oh yeah, I'd be interested in watching them. I genuinely, I think I'd rather uh, I'd rather commit terms of service violations on YouTube and get banned from watching YouTube videos forever than watch a Fabrizio Romano video. I think he's an odd man. I think he's more than an odd man. I think he's like I said, I think he's a bit of a prick, actually. It's just weird. You know, fucking fanboys for basically just a fucking PR prick. It's absolute madness. I'm having to destroy a lot of trees here, which I don't like, but it's because the leaves are all fucking weird. I will get it sorted, folks. So we'll replant them. We'll replant them. Don't worry, folks. It's all for a good cause. We'll replant them. It's good for the environment, isn't it? You know. Pissed me off when a bunch of little sprogs started trying to do their own "here we go" and said it in that weird fucking cadence that doesn't fit in the sentence, and none of the phrases even made sense in the context. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest with you. But that's fine. I don't normally, so I'll just do what I usually do and just sort of ignore you. That's okay. I'm sure it is. He's got the same energy as the Brain Force Plus guy. He does, doesn't he? I was thinking about Brain Force Plus the other day. Is that sort of still a thing? That was a bizarre little sort of scam, wasn't it? But I suppose that sort of person would actually fucking buy into that sort of thing. I suppose. He's still going. That's a big shame. You can now get Romano tweets printed on a t-shirt from his merch store, including the ones where he threatens people who take the piss out of him. That's... it's just odd. Just very strange behaviour. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go up here. So I'm going to get rid of this tree here. We're going to go up here. Oop. There you go. So the path will go... That's nice, isn't it? So we'll go down here. Oh, where does it go here? Oh, it goes down from there. Right, okay. Let's terraform this out so it doesn't look so fucking stupid. There you go. Hello, Matt. Welcome in. How's it going? Ah, my back. I'm trying to sit up straight, but it's hurting my back because I don't normally sit up straight. Which I know sounds stupid, but I've got to do it. And it also, because I've got a microphone here, I'm always tempted to like lean forward and go into the mic, and I need to just not do that. Bassline's very good. It's Chuck Rainey on the bass nights, I believe. Who you will have heard before. Did the bass for Peg, Steely Dan, Chuck Rainey. Yeah, it's a good tune, that, isn't it? Nice Girls by Eye to Eye. He's still going, but he cut ties with Alex Jones. I mean, fucking Alex Jones. I've not heard that name in a while. Jesus. David Walliams, never understood that name. Where did that come from, Lep? I don't like David Walliams. I tell you what, though. Do you see the fucking... Again, I don't want to fucking delve into it too much, because it's a bit... He was on Would I Lie to You? And he just started doing Nazi salutes. And everyone was, like, fucking mortified, and he just kept doing it. Like, doubling down and just kept doing it, because he thought it was funny. This was like 2 months ago. I do have to say I'm not the least bit surprised. He does seem like the type to sort of do that sort of thing. Don't like this little sort of thing in here, actually. I might just fill it in. Also, every time I log into Facebook, which is not often, like, but I get suggested, like a suggested video to watch, and it's always like a David Walliams podcast video. To which I'm always sort of like, what has convinced you that I'd be interested in this? you know? You've been known as the Hunchback of Twitch. I already am, mate. I already am. Just have to live up to the name, don't I? Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing all this terraforming. I know what Romano tweet I'd get on a shirt. Oh no, Danjuma to Tottenham. Here we go. When did that happen? I mean, when did the tweet happen? Not when did the transfer happen? Because obviously it didn't fucking happen. Did it? Did that actually happen? He's doing the wooden vape thing. Oh, it's just fucking nonsense, isn't it? Buy my wooden vape. Leopard would buy that, wouldn't he? Does sound like the sort of thing Leopard would buy. I'm just doing a bit of terraforming here, folks. There's just bits of like land here that I don't quite like. Please forgive me. Do that. The Christmas special for this year, he did it once to very little after it was addressed, and he went back and did it again. Yeah, so I thought you were talking about Romano saying Danjuma to Tottenham. he tweeted it once to very little after. It was addressed, and then he went and did it again. No, the David Williams thing, yeah, I haven't got any fucking time for him. He just freaks me out as a person. Having said that, I've sort of softened to Matt Lucas a little bit. I don't know if he's actually a prick or not. He might well be, but considering all the fucking horrible like Little Britain stuff that he did. Like, I don't think he's actually... I think he sort of went, actually, I was a bit fucked up there. And then he's never sort of gone back and done stuff like that again. Whereas David Williams a bit sort of like, do what I fucking want, mate. Sorry, I'm just sorting out these. I do want to make some slightly open spaces at points because I want there to be hiker Pokemon trainers here that you can battle, which I think would be quite nice. Yeah. Matt Lucas is very unfunny, but he was a good lad. I quite liked it. Do you know what redeemed it for me? He was quite good in Doctor Who. He was genuinely quite good in Doctor Who, I found. Weird. Can you actually hear the game? So I've been streaming now for 39 minutes and not one of you has said we can't hear the game, which is good. When are you going to bring that up at some point? Levels are good, mate. I did get levels are good from several people earlier on. You literally haven't been able to hear the game for 40 minutes. But yeah, you're listening to music, that's all well and good, but think about the VOD where there isn't music. There's going to be no fucking audio. On YouTube, there's been no audio for 40 minutes. Right, I'm going to time out Leopard. Anyone who says levels are good is getting a timeout. How about that? How about we do this, folks? Wait for the VOD viewers to tell you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Levels are good. The thing is, I put a lot of trust into people who say levels are good. I genuinely can't trust any of you anymore. I genuinely can't trust any of you. It's the Wisecrack's got a timeout there. Faults for creeps anyway. Levels are actually now good. Okay, I'll give you that, chappers. Can we hear the nice crunching of the... For fuck's sake. Maybe a touch loud on the game, but it's alright. I can just turn the music up. That any better? Some crunchy noises happening over the track now, mate. I need to put my fan on. It's getting warm in here. Works for me, Clive. Good stuff. Right, I'm terribly sorry about that, folks. Genuinely. I'm going to have to put a fucking marker in the VOD and at the start of it and go, actually, there's no audio until this thing. You can fucking blame Twitch for not telling me. That's horrible. If anyone's been watching on YouTube, I'm so sorry. You've literally just been hearing me and that's it. I couldn't think of anything worse. That's diabolical. TN been thinking of you in this difficult time. Yeah, he's loving it though. He's milking it for all it's worth. To be fair, I am. So can I actually just Foley in the sounds? Yeah, yeah. I'll just do them with. I'll just do it with my mouth. I'll be like the fucking fella from Police Academy. Every time a train goes past, that'd be good. Like printing out the ticket in the ticket machine and all that sort of thing. If I could be asked, I genuinely would do that. But there's a fellow on YouTube who I quite like, and what he does is he'll post like an album on YouTube, like a Steely Dan album, but it's just like it's just him doing the noises for all of it. It's really good. Luther, welcome in. I'm doing good. Thank you today. How are you? I'm so sorry if you've just joined, that's fine. But if you haven't just joined and you've not heard any fucking Minecraft audio for the last 40 minutes, I'm terribly sorry. Let's terraform this out a little bit and make it a bit nicer looking. Ooh. I don't know how this is nicer looking, but whatever. Just do that, I suppose. You're good too. Glad to hear it, my friend. Very glad to hear it. Always wanted to make a Minecraft mod where I make all the noises. I mean, we sort of did that. Kitty, at one point, we had a resource pack where Gundy replaced all the villager sounds with him doing the villager sounds, and he can do a really good impression of villagers. And a lot of people didn't notice that it was Gundy's voice. It was genuinely quite good, and we've replaced all the sounds of like cows and sheep and stuff like that. It's probably not as much work as you think it is. You just got to record like several variations of each sound almost. I'm going to get rid of this tree here because it is in the way a little bit, unfortunately. I'm missing you, Dan Fogelberg. Oh, Jesus. Lovely stuff. That's fine, isn't it? I only stream on YouTube or any other platforms. I'm on Twitch at the moment, Luther. I do also sometimes stream on TikTok, but not always. Only on occasion. But I'm on Twitch at the moment. Oh, we've got music on Twitch as well at the moment. I don't have it on YouTube because I can't. I get hit by the copyright police if I do it on YouTube, unfortunately. Yeah, Gundy's voices were really good. Can't believe Tarot managed to get himself out. Yeah, I mean, the entire show is just fucking aged like milk now, hasn't it? I love the fact that, I mean, I don't love the fact, I should say, before anyone sort of takes that out of context, but the fact that sort of he went like, by the way, in this report, it had been alleged that I'd made a racist comment. So I did. However, I actually don't recollect it at all, and I don't think it happened. It's like, well, hang on, you just said you did do it. So what's that about? Weird. Weird. Anyway. It's like so close to getting it. So close. Not that it's really for me to sort of be like accepting people's apologies and stuff, but if someone just turned around and just went, actually, you know what, I did do that and I was fucking mortified afterwards and I apologise, I didn't realise how bad it was and all that sort of thing, I thought, fucking fair enough. Not any of this, I don't remember it ever happening, therefore it probably didn't happen sort of thing. I fucking hate that. It gets a bit funny up here because we're going to have to start putting in some slabs, which is not a problem actually. Up here might be a bit weird though. I might have to terraform this out a little bit. Have you ever think to upgrade your channel by adding some stuff like panels and overlays, etc.? I have, Luther, yeah. I have. Why'd you ask? Just out of curiosity. I used to have a lot, but I got cluttered with it. I don't remember it means I'll deny it in court, yeah. What a great question. Has this playlist got any Luther Vandross in it? It hasn't, no. No, not today anyway. You're always asking me that every day. People come to me and they go, "Why haven't you got any overlays on the go?" It's a fair enough question. Right, let's stick some... I don't quite know how to do this then. It's probably going to have to be copycat slabs, isn't it? I would imagine, and then just use cobblestone and tuff, I suppose. But then are we going to make the path a different material? I suppose we actually are. Just give me a second, folks. There we go. What are the chances? What are the chances? That's crazy, isn't it? Wow, that's my lucky day, isn't it, folks? It's my lucky day. Oh, that's not right, is it? Right, so for these, I wonder if we just do a different type of cobblestone, one of the chipped ones, like maybe bricks or eroded or something like that. Sanded might work. Maybe. For TikTok and YouTube Shorts consumers, do a short where you say all the Italian brainrot character names. Brr brr patapim and so on. But just read them out like a list. If I was like 20 years old, I don't like that. If I was like 20 years old, that would genuinely... People would genuinely find that really funny. I think I'm too young, unfortunately, to almost have that sort of like proper unk status. Is it status or status? I got told off for saying the wrong one once in high school because it was American. It's like Ultra was my teacher. I'm not an unk yet. I'm not, am I? I'm not. I'm genuinely too young. Smile. Won't you smile a while for me? Actually, a little bit sort of problematic. It is a bit sort of just, why don't you just smile, sweetie? Sort of thing. If you think about it, if you really want to sort of pick bones out of this song, it's a very good song, but it is a little bit sort of. I kind of want this to be slams all the way up, which is fine actually, because it just means we can come up to this bit, which is not an issue. And when I feel you can go on, I can hold you. Too old? 10,000 days? What? Don't know what that means, no. So it would be pretty if she smiled more. Yeah. It would be good, like, if this song was written about you. Imagine just saying that to people. You're Sarah Smile, that's actually written about me. Tool reference? Okay. I don't like Tool, mate, unfortunately. Smile. Won't you smile a while for me? Actually, a little bit problematic, isn't it? I've balls that off, haven't I? I'm not sure about this bit that I've sort of managed to do here like that. Keeping me crazy, crazy. I don't... Do I like that? I don't think I do. Don't think I do. Balls skanks. Do 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 do. Did you know the song "Toxic" by Britney Spears is actually about the super vet Noel Fitzpatrick? Famously. Where have I made a mistake here? Oh, there we go. Imagine, do you know what would be really good? You know what would be a good, like, sketch show sort of idea? is if someone, it was like in a speed dating situation. And there's your stereotypical heteronormative man and woman sort of thing. And they're getting along really well and having a lovely little sort of chat and that sort of thing about whatever. But instead of asking to like see them again or asking for a phone number or anything like that, one of them just turns around and goes, actually, have you ever thought about adding panels and overlays to your stream? And then the plot twist being that he's an emote artist. And oh, there's something there. I think that'd be quite good. I think people would quite like that. Don't know. Remember I was rambling about Suno and came to the conclusion a song would top the charts and be widely liked before people realised it was AI, with the very strict criteria that it would be 1 to 4 words just repeated. It might be one of the Italian brain rot funk ones. Oh no. Is it going to be a TikTok sound? It's going to be a TikTok sound that then becomes like a #1 hit. Jojo! So I'm just terraforming this out to make it look a little bit more natural sort of thing, but I don't think it's ever really going to get there, which is not the end of the world really. It's fine. I do like this bit up here. I might put a trainer up here. I think that's a nice little spot for it. Jojo, this is about Jojo Siwa, yeah. Is it Siwa? Have I pronounced that correctly? I know, I've got to confess, I know very little about her. I have no opinions on her either way. I'm sure she's probably fine. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Who is actually playing in Brighton? And I'm going to say, oh really, Leopard? I didn't know that. Oh, that's quite good. I hope you enjoy it, mate. That's better, isn't it? That's better. Thanks for getting the Betty Davis Eyes cover stuck in my head again. Did she cover Betty Davis Eyes? I like that song. Do you know how many people, and whenever I think about that song and I look at the YouTube comments on it or whatever, the amount of people that think it's sung by Rod Stewart. Because they do actually sound quite similar, don't they? Not Jojo Siwa, the original Kim Carnes or whatever. If that is the original, it might be a cover, I'm not sure. It's incredibly bad, please listen to it. I'll make it. I'm not listening to it on stream, like. I'm in the zone at the moment. But I'll give it a listen. Ugh. Right. So what the hikers are going to go up here and then back down. Thing is, I don't quite know. In terms of these delineators, do you reckon they're better off just sort of like every now and then just popped like that sort of thing? Just on the sides? Do you reckon that's the best way to do it? I'm also a bit sort of... All this is very cobblestoney. This is where I sort of fall apart in Minecraft a little bit. I'm not great at textures, generally speaking. So we'll have to see if I can make this look a bit better than literally just cobblestone and deep slate and tough. Is this tough, as they say? Is TS tough? Sorry. A TS doesn't mean this, by the way. It means this shit, I believe. Possibly. People are upset because she went from saying I invented gay music and then pivoting to trad wife to dressing like Marilyn Monroe and making tea for a Love Island clown goblin. How old is she? She must only be like 18 or something like that. If we can't all fucking sit here... Oh, she's 22. Look, if we can't all sit here and admit that we did stupid stuff when we were that... I mean, to be fair, I was fucking terrible at 22. And especially if she was... Is she like a Disney sort of kid? Like, that's permanent. That's going to permanently sort of fuck you up, isn't it? So I'm not particularly sort of bothered. There's far fucking worse people out there. Let's fucking get rid of David Williams first, shall we? Let's get our priorities straight. Is this right? I do like where this path's going, actually. I think it's quite nice. I think here's a little bit sort of not the end of the world. I might get rid of that tree, but I don't think I need to be honest with you. You just sort of squeeze through them. You like her? She got shouted at from the moment of conception. Now she just loves screaming in front of a camera. Yeah. I can't fucking blame her. Whatever. There's fucking worse people out there. I'm sure. I don't like this thing where it's like, oh, this person said this stupid thing. And it's like, yeah, but they're like fucking 8. When did she say I invented gay music? Was she like 18? Who among us didn't say something monumentally stupid when they were 18? When I was 18, I was saying much fucking worse than that. Oh, last year. Well, when I was 20, how old is 21? I mean, it's 21. But what year is that for me? That would be 2000. Yeah, no, yeah. No, I'll let her off for that because people in glass houses and all that sort of thing. I was a prick when I was a prick probably until I was probably at least 22. It was probably when I was about 22 that I sort of started to grow up a little bit. How long has this been going on? It's the Cuck's Anthem. Not really, it doesn't really work, but just go with it. Doesn't really work as a joke, don't think about it too much. She said, no artist of my generation has ever made a change as drastic as me. I don't care. I mean, I don't think she's correct, but at the same time, I don't think that's, like, newsworthy. I don't know, it's just people give a shit about things that I don't give a shit about, and it puzzles me. Why don't you care about what I care about? There's 2 ways you can go here. You could go round up here, actually, couldn't you? That'd be quite good. I just fucked up the little bird, yeah, I did. He was in the way. I can get this one as well. Right, let's start sticking some dirt and stuff down then. I don't quite know how I'm doing this, so how long has this been going on? What we will do eventually is use the world shaper, and I'm just mashing out the sort of line at the moment. Ooh. We'll use the world shaper and we'll make it look nice and proper. I wonder how Gundy does it. I'm apoplectic. About what, Snore? You feeling called out because this is the Cuck's Anthem? Do you know the Royal Armouries? Right, I was down by the Royal Armouries yesterday in Leeds. There's the logo for the Royal Armouries that shows up on like the signs in Leeds, like when you're near the Royal Armouries, used to scare me as a kid. It's like this sort of like mask with horns. It's like got horns on the side of it, sort of thing. If anyone's ever sort of seen that, and I was googling like what that horn mask thing was, and apparently it was a gift from a Roman emperor to King Henry VIII. But apparently, like those sort of masks and stuff, it was meant to be like a joke because apparently it's sort of associated with like cuckoldry or something like that. So that's like a cook mask or something. I might have misunderstood it quite significantly. I'm not sure. I suppose we'll find out, won't we? I don't know. I feel like the way she's gone full conservative tradwife looks a bit telling point for where young society's headed with queer culture, but she's not a harmful point of it. She's just young and figuring stuff out, and also a chunthead like all young people. Yeah. If it's just an aesthetic, I don't really I'm not terribly sort of fussed. If she actually ended up fucking being a sort of proper conservative sort of thing, then that's a different matter entirely. But like, if she's just fucking dressing up like that, I don't really give a shit. There's far fucking worse things out there. Poppy Coldwell invited to the cookout. Too fucking right. Royal Armouries has that class tower bit with all the swords and shields. Yeah, it does, yeah. It does. It does. I do need to get that as a sound thing now, don't I? I've made a rod for my own back there a little bit. Yeah, it does. I've not been to the Royal Armouries for a while. I had my year 11, no, not my year 11, my year 13 prom at the Royal Armouries. For some reason. Right, so we'll do Rooted Dirt then. And we'll just sort of do this kind of thing. I need to clear up the ferns and stuff as well, actually. I think. And the grass. In fact, I might just fucking do that now, because otherwise it's going to be a pain in the ass to do this. Ooh. Do-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-beep-ba-boo. Da-da-da-da-dee-da. That's a bit better, isn't it? You can actually sort of see the path that's going on. We just need to get rid of some more of it. Ooh. Dee-da-da-da-da. Medieval cucks. Yeah. I hate when people say medieval. Just say medieval, mate, it's fine. We all know what you mean. You're not getting any fucking brownie points off me for saying medieval. Despite the fact that it's sort of how it's spelled. But if you're basing things on English, on how they're spelled, then you're a fool. I've just had this gooseberry fool from Tesco. Got one for now. One for me tea. Bloody delicious. Worth every penny. I go back and watch that video probably every week now. Just for that little sort of inflection that they do. This gooseberry fall from Tesco. I genuinely can't do it. It's too like high pitched for me. Sounds like Horrid Henry or whatever. Perfect Peter. What Unk stuff is the Tank Museum in Devon. That does sound like Unk stuff actually. It does sound good though. Does sound quite good. Where did we get up to? Did we get up to here? We must have got up to here, surely. Dee da 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 do, da da dee da da. Oh, it's one tune to another, folks. It's Alien by Atlanta Rhythm Section. There we go. So now we need to do the same with Quaster. I might have to run through it 2 or 3 times actually, just to get the right sort of. I suppose what we can do is we can just dab in the bits at the end that this hasn't sort of filled in. It just sort of does 90% of the job for us, this, I think. Perhaps. Feeling like an alien. I've been to the Tank Museum, but it's just Cal's bedroom. I genuinely don't know what that means, Wisecrack. I don't know. I seriously, I don't know what that's actually implying. I don't know if that's like, I don't know if I should be sort of pleased about that or not. Haven't got a clue. Haven't the foggiest. Means you're a fucking tank. I mean, thank you very much, Wisecrack. The reason I was confused is because no one's ever said that to me before in my life. In fact, that's probably the last word that people would use to describe me. generally speaking. I will move the delineators afterwards. They just need He's feeling like an alien. Song about Leopard. Because he's a fucking alien. Eating his peas on toast. What?
What?
Did that work? I'm sure it rhymes with thank you. Good stuff, mate. Now and then we all are aliens. I don't like it. It should be now and then we are all aliens. Never mind. I'm sure now we are all are aliens. It does also work, like, but just nitpicking at it. An alien. And what I'll probably do is change the grass blocks around it to be something that's like grass, but not. Just so you've got a little bit of a difference, I think. Okay, I'm checking out my hotel now. Please have fun, everyone. Snowball, take care, mate. Have fun checking out. He's checking out. Don't know what I was doing in that. Sorry. Peas on toast is actually real. Fair enough. I haven't got the fucking bandwidth, Leopard, to be arguing with you. And I mean that in the sort of literal way as well. I don't think I've got the internet connection to do it. Right. So in terms of grass or grass, I suppose we could use path. I suppose we could use dirt path. That'd work. And what we do is we basically just fill bollocks. We basically just fill in this stuff. I guess. This is going to take a fucking age to finish, I've just realised. Oh, here you go. This is for you, Leopard. Get this fucking turned up. Hello, Jay. Welcome in. And hello, Kavish, as well. I do remember you. Yes, welcome in. Sorry, I was in my own little world there listening to Doobie Brothers. I'm very sorry. I'm going to get rid of this line here. I feel that looks too straight, but we'll fix it later. We'll fix it in post. Whatever they say. You know. Sylvia. Wink, wink. Don't know what that means, Simon. I'm so sorry. Knights, thanks for gigantifying an emote. You know what the funniest thing about that is? I can't see what you've gigantified there. I hope it's a big Michael McDonald's, but it could be anything. I genuinely I cannot see it. It will not show me it. This is too straight for my liking. No jokes, please, folks. But no, you can make a joke about that if you like, actually. I think that's okay. Is the hype for the F1 movie real? I'm going to answer this, which will actually answer the question for you quite possibly, but I didn't know they were making an F1 movie. that may or may not answer your question. Do you remember when they made a Gran Turismo movie? That was odd, wasn't it? We was meant to be seeing the Dubs on Sunday. The Sunday just gone. Really? Where were they playing at? Is it in Manchester? The Dubs. They would be good to see live. Like I would quite like to see them live. Manchester, yeah, Everton, yeah. Oh, they're meant to be supporting ELO. God, the Doobie Brothers supporting ELO is a huge fucking injustice, isn't it? How is that not the other way around? I know some people really like ELO for some reason. I've never quite understood that. I am aware that that is a thing though. ELO have some. I posted a comment once on about Mr. Blue Sky, saying like the last minute of Mr. Blue Sky I hate. It's just pointless. They should have just edited out the single, and someone got really fucking defensive about it. ELO superfan, which to be fair they were quite lovely actually, but like I was just like, wow, ELO. ELO don't really strike me as a sort of group that have like sort of super fans, as opposed to people just going, yeah, I quite like ELO, they're all right. Do you know what I mean? Do you think the sequel will be F2? I mean, makes sense, doesn't it? If they can't call it F1-2. They could not do that. It'd be so stupid. It'd be stupider than calling it F2, which is actually a completely different sport. You know? China Crisis. They're from Liverpool, aren't they? China Crisis, I believe. Do you see the vision now with this path, folks? Do you see the vision of it? Because I think it's getting there, actually. I do need to move some of the delineators, but that's fine. We'll do that later on. What sports do you all follow? The grass is looking better. Now you know the contrast. Yeah. Oh, sports-wise, I follow football fairly vaguely this sort of at this point in my life. But that's it, really. I've only ever really sort of been a football kind of... I say football, like, I don't know if you're American or whatever, but like soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. It's the only thing I've ever really been bothered about. How's that looking? It's getting there, isn't it? We'll get rid of the delineators now as well. Which club? So I was brought up supporting Liverpool, but like I said, I'm not terribly bothered these days. I sort of keep an eye on them, but I don't like watch all the games or anything like that. But my dad's a Scouser, so it's just how I was brought up. I don't find it particularly interesting anymore. It all just feels a bit like fucking fantasy football almost. Just a bit. It's just silly money, isn't it? In it. My dad's a Scouser, my mum's a witch. I've missed lots of chat. I'm so sorry. Mr. Blue Sky's overplayed, but you have so many remarkable songs. God, I love them. I've only ever heard like 4 or 5 of the songs. I'm sure they're all right. Like, you ever listen to the Travelling Wilburys chappers? Jeff Lynne's in them. I quite like them. Who likes the Doobie Brothers? Because we've got one of them. Yeah. China Crisis on the stock market. Very good. Well, say very good. F1 Downpour. It's about racing in the wet. Is that actually what it's called? I've not heard a thing about this. F1 movie. Movies, sports movies are always a bit of a risk because they do have a tendency to be a bit shit. It's a bit of a gamble, isn't it? I quite like how this is coming along, to be honest with you. We'll put some slabs here so they can get up it easier as well. I look like a Liverpool fan. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure how to take that, Gavish, but I'll take it. Thank you very much. I think. You look like a Liverpool fan. No idea. No idea what that means, but thank you. It's some Brad Pitt thing. Oh, the F1 movie. So I thought for a second, I thought you were talking about me looking like a Liverpool fan. I was going, oh, thank you. Oh, no, you're talking about F1. That's fine. The accent and dressing sense. Again, don't know how to take that. But thank you nonetheless if it was meant as a compliment. Oh, fruits is gone, folks. Yeah. There's a tiny bit of a sort of Scouse twang in my voice, I've heard. Comes from me dad, I suppose. Love the Wilburys. I've gotten into them quite a bit recently. I didn't really sort of, it sounds daft, I didn't really sort of know they existed, to be honest with you, but they're quite good. I got a notification on my phone to get pre-sale Bob Dylan tickets at Leeds. Can't imagine. And then I clicked on the link just out of curiosity, and it said I was a bot and I couldn't buy them. I couldn't imagine seeing Bob Dylan now. He must be, I mean, how old is he? Must be about 98. George Harrison's son Danny was meant to be playing on that day with ELO, and he was coming out and doing George's bits of Handle with Care and End of the Line. Genuinely devastated. Got cancelled. Oh, that's actually quite shit there. I love End of the Line. Have you ever seen New Tricks, chappers? The TV show New Tricks, and it had Dennis Waterman in it. The theme song of that is literally just End of the Line, but just like with the lyrics, and it's like one of those sort of songs that's like purposefully a rip-off. It's actually quite funny. It's I quite like it. It's so blatant. I have a lot of respect for that sort of thing. I genuinely quite like it. This is looking good, isn't it, folks? I'm liking this. I think I like how this is coming along. Just making it a bit wider in some parts, that's all. You look like a Liverpool fan, unemployed freeloader, fuck's sake, Wisecrack. I'm very fucking lucky getting away with that, Wisecrack. I've genuinely had people say stuff like that in here before, but without like the sort of like sense of irony about it. Who were very quickly eviscerated from the stream. But yeah. Really good, mate, and the unemployed freeloader bit I've just seen too. Brad Pitt stops, I have just seen that. That's so stupid. Brad Pitt stop. That's really good. That's really good. That is really good. Remember Cargo Room? That was funny. I still laugh at that. Every time it gets brought up, it makes me laugh. Cargo Room. How are we thinking about this, folks? I quite like this. There's parts of it where I do need to sort of maybe do that sort of thing. Can I get rid of this tree and it'll just sort of be fine? I think I might be able to, actually. It's not attached to the tree. Oh, it is a little bit. No, I should be able to get rid of it. It's not a problem. Just get rid of that. That'll do, because now we can sort of fix this bit and make it a little bit sort of less naff. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's a bit better, isn't it? Hello, Jay. Hello, welcome in. How's it going? I did say hello. Did I say hello to you earlier when you came in? You said hello. Did I say hello to you? Or did I did see your name and I tried to remember to say hello, but I genuinely might have forgotten. I'm really sorry if I did. Here's what I'm going to do here, actually, is I'm going to sort of take this around a bit. And then we're going to put... Nope. Then we're just going to put that there like that. Just so it just adds a little bit of sort of... Actually, you're going around this little obstacle sort of thing. That's quite nice, isn't it? I need to do more of that, I think. This bit here is really straight, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Excuse me. Once again, please don't take that out of context. Or do. Hey, come in again. Brad Pitt stuff. It's good. That's alright, don't worry. I had to go take my meds, so you might have said, like, oh, that's alright. How are you feeling, mate? You doing a bit better? I do hope you are. But this is just, it's too straight, isn't it? I wonder, though, if I'm just going to make this entire area this sort of, like, path kind of thing. I wonder if that's the best idea for this. Why can't I put a block in there? Oh, there we go. For some reason it's because Hawthorne was in the way. Who hasn't got any dialogue yet? I do need to give... In fact, I can give Sky some dialogue now, actually, because I think I've got the blabber file for it set up. So you give me 1 minute while I get the command for it. Just give me 1 second. You can't see what I'm doing now, but I'm just uploading a file onto the server. I'm uploading a file onto the server. It's in... Oh, where is it? Hang on, blabber. There we go. Reload the server. A little worse today, but hoping this Cobblemon can make it bearable. Fucking Cobblemon, I've not had that in a long time. My dad used to have Cobblemon a lot. I genuinely worry he might have been addicted to it at one point. But anyway, every time I used to have like a cold or something like that, and went round to his, he'd fucking give me Cobblemon. Like anytime you were ill, just with anything, if you just had a bit of a cold or whatever. He used to, I would have been like 10. It's not right there, is it? Right, hang on a second. It's Foo, Sky, Clicker. Hardly know. I have to select Tateism first, of course I do. My mistake. There we go. Sounds like trauma coming back to you. The only trauma I have of it really is that it didn't taste very nice. Cause it's one of the, it's like an effervescent thing, isn't it? The ones we had was like an effervescent sort of thing. Right, see that works now. Look, so she's looking at the mountains, and then you can have a little chat with her, and she talks about peak vibes, absolute peak vibes, no pun intended, actually. Anyway, there you go. A little bit of world building for you there. I'll need to add some more. There's a little train spotter over here called Gresley. I know, and we need to update Cicada, or Cicada, however you spell it. I think Fruit is making a new mod pack, because I think there's a few things that need updated. There's no point making a whole new mod pack if we just need to update Cicada. The thing is, this issue started about a day after we updated the mod pack. Basically, we've been waiting for other stuff to need to update. So I think Distant Horizons needs an update now. Distant Horizons is what makes you be able to see all the like mountains and stuff in the background, which looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Look at that. Isn't it lovely? What's the recommended amount of dedicated RAM I should add to the server? I've said it before when we talked about that kid. Obviously not a kid anymore. But I hope they're like doing alright. I hope they don't sort of live in like constant shame of being like the dedicated WAM kid. I hope they can sort of like genuinely, I hope they can sort of like, because God knows what it'd be like. I don't think I'd deal with that sort of thing well if I'd have said a stupid thing when I was like 12 and it was all over the internet. But I hope they can sort of like see it in a way where like they realise that actually they've said something quite it is daft, like they've said something quite funny and it's made a lot of people like genuinely quite sort of happy. I would hate for them to sort of like fucking hate themselves for saying something daft when they were that young. Do you know what I mean? Pure villain arc. I hope not. I've honestly, like I think there's a part of me that's like, if that had happened to me, like I would not have been able to take it that well. I'm sort of glad that I maybe grew up just a few years before like filming everyone became a thing all the time. Look at that now. So it says Ice Marsh Junction on the train, which is nice. Which is good. So here's your Pokemon for you. We've got like a little sort of it's like a little, what do you call it? Like a hostel almost. Dutchie, welcome in. Good to see you. How's it going? One of those Minecon cringe compilation child stars became a real wrong, and I heard. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, in terms of probability, it's quite likely, I suppose, isn't it? Just one of those things, I guess. This is coming along, folks. I'm quite liking it. I think it's getting there. I think we're getting to it. So we'll just have people maybe walking up and down this, basically. And it'll look a little bit sort of busier. I won't have loads of people on this. I don't want loads of people on the hiking route, because I think it's just going to be too much. And I also don't like the way this looks. We're going to have to fix this, but we will fix that at some point. Reminds me of Balloon Boy on Netflix. I mean, Simon, welcome in, by the way. I hope you're doing good. I don't know if I said hello to you earlier. Balloon Boy was an actual thing, though, wasn't it? That it was. That wasn't like. You know, that is based on a true story, isn't it? As far as I'm aware. Superkai got caught cheating in a Minecraft PvP server. I mean, if that's the worst thing that he's done, I think he's done alright, to be honest with you. I think he's done just fine. Okay, let's put some delineators down now then. But I don't quite know how I'm going to sort of do it. Do I put one at either side? Or... You see, I can't put them on the path one, so do I just do it like this sort of thing? Or is that sort of... Do you do one on the left and then one on the right and then one on the left and then one on the right sort of thing? Like this kind of thing? Put that there, maybe. Like that. Does that work better, do you reckon? I think it probably does, doesn't it? Delineators, although delineators, very good, Leopard. Very nice, mate. His final video was on October 22nd, 2014, called A Link to the Past Part 1. He disappeared shortly after this. That's a shame. Hope he didn't get driven out of Minecraft for cheating in a PvP server. Who gives a shit? I majorly dislike adverts on Twitch, but I ain't paying £16 a month. Oh, Jay. Is it ad? Is it ad or is it ads? I've got a command that literally should just... Oh no, it's literally when ads are running. Hang on. Let me get the link for you, my friend. If you want PC, that is. There you go. Get that down you. Get it down you, boy. What was that advert from? Was it Wolf Balls? Get it down you, boy. Have I got that right? Are you on iPhone? Oh, well, sorry, mate. You've paid silly money for a phone, and now you've got to live with the consequences of that, I'm afraid. There's not a lot I can do to help you there. Walls? Walls balls? Remember when they made cheese? Every time we bring walls balls up, we bring this up. But do you remember when they made cheesy walls balls? What were they thinking? What were they thinking? Going, actually, you know what would be good? If we had this product that is literally called balls and made ones that were cheesy and called them cheesy balls. Which is fine if they're like crisps or something, I suppose, but like it was meat. It was a meat product. Do you know what I mean? We've really turned the page since the fingernail chat. We have, haven't we? We've made some real progress, I think. Do we like this? I think I'm on board with this, folks. To be fair, what I might do actually, watch this. Check this out. Bam! Oh, you prick! Bam! And make all that the same level. Means we've got more opportunity to do stuff, because if I put a tree here, we can sort of like, if I put an oak sapling here with a bone meal, never mind. What we can do now is we can go, actually there's an oak tree there, so you wouldn't walk under it like that. So actually what you do is you go around here. It just means there's a different sort of, there's a little bit of sort of, you know, it's not all just completely straight. In fact, actually, you'd probably just get rid of that and do that, wouldn't you? Like that. Yeah. 33 quid a month for this phone and SIM card isn't too bad. I really want a PC but can barely afford to pay for petrol for my car. Ah, you see, that's the thing, isn't it? I don't drive, so it's you know, it's not as much of an issue for me, thankfully. That's not right, is it? We should have another thing here, shouldn't we? Like that. So you come up here. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Just adds a little sort of, just so the path isn't completely straight all the time. Because it looks a bit odd when you do that, I think. Just need a better job, don't we all, mate? Don't we all? Moving on. Moving on. That's looking good, isn't it? What time is it? 11:15? Fuck me. Jesus. My mum used to give me microchips when I came home from school to shut me off.
What?
When you say microchips, what? What's that, Leopard? Oh, microwave chips, okay. Little ones for Sylvanian family size. That's very small, Leopard, very small chips. Very small chips. Are you sure that's correct, Leopard? You're absolutely certain that's correct information that you've given us? So I'm just making sure you can see the delineators as you go up now. You can, can't you? This one needs to come a bit sooner, like that. There you go. Sorry, did you address them? I didn't. Hang on, sorry. Give me a second. I tried Walls' microwave sausages once. Really, really poor stuff. I couldn't. A microwave sausage actually does sound vile, to be honest with you. And that's coming from someone who microwaves pizza, so I never used to like. I mean, I don't anymore even. Not I never used to. I used to all the time. I don't anymore, though. I got a meal deal yesterday. Rate my meal deal, folks. This was at the shop down the corner. £4.50 is it was a sort of Nisa, so it's a little bit pricey for a meal deal. I got tuna mayo sandwich on white bread. I do like a tuna mayo sandwich. It goes down very easy. I don't like mayo, which is interesting. I do like a tuna mayo. Anyway, tuna mayo sandwich on white bread. They didn't have a lot on offer, to be fair. They didn't have a lot of like variety. Tuna mayo, a Ginster's sausage roll, which is interesting because that counts as a snack. And they had Ginster's sausage roll, they had Co-op sausage roll, and then they had another brand of sausage roll. But I picked Ginster's because I thought it would be sort of the best one. Wasn't that good? And a iced caramel latte for $4.50. It's a bit of a fucking chaotic meal deal, that. As far as meal deals go, I know. But here's the thing, folks. That's too much for me for lunch. I don't eat a lot for lunch, generally speaking. $4.50, that's lovely. Make Shimmers welcome into you. Is it lovely? I think that's quite pricey for a meal deal. But it is like a Nisa one, so I mean it's Co-op, isn't it, or whatever. I don't eat a lot for dinner or lunch, even as whatever you want to call it. So I saved the sausage roll for my tea, and I had sausage roll and spaghetti hoops for my tea, which I've not had since I was about 7. I mean, I've had it plenty of times since I was 7, but it is just a meal that reminds me of being 7. But yeah, I've got an itchy nose, folks. I'm sorry. Selection factors into cost, yeah, it does, I suppose. Sandwich, sausage rolls, and a latte, you'd pay close to 50 quid if that wasn't meal deal. That is true. I think the sandwich was about £2.20 or something like that by itself. Sausage roll was $1.45 by itself, but that is a lot for a single sausage roll. Like a Ginster's one as well, or Ginster's, I mean, fucking pronounce it. And then the latte thing was about $1.30 or something like that. So I've probably saved a quid, which isn't terrible. It's not, you couldn't get it every day though. It is a bit sort of pricey for an everyday meal deal, I think. Maybe for me at least. I'm from Yorkshire though, so you know. How do we like this? I quite like it. I'm almost thinking of like swinging this around a little bit by putting something here. Just like a little sort of like a little bush or something like that. You can't really sort of put one in a good place, can you? Unless I sort of did like that sort of thing, maybe. So it's got you. So you have to sort of go around here now. The book never lies. Good to see you back in British with that selection. Oh yeah. To be fair, the meal deal section in the shop is like a single, like, there's not a lot to it. I don't know what I was doing there. Big fish, little fish. There was not a lot. There was probably about 7 sandwiches that you could get. Half the snacks were sausage rolls, just different brands of sausage roll. And then drinks, literally the offer for drinks, you can't get any drink from like the sort of fridge bit. There's a selection of like meal deal drinks, and you've got Coke, Pepsi, Fanta, water, and then like iced coffees, and that's it. They're the only drinks you can get that qualify for a meal deal, which is a little bit sort of mad. This looks better, doesn't it? In fact, I'd almost go like that, to be honest with you. That looks like a knob. Used to buy sausage rolls before school like 5 years ago, and they used to be 70p, now £2.20. Where from? Where's a sausage roll £2.20? Maybe bone meal the sides. Oh yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, we'll do that actually. That's a great shout, Michael. Michael Nightlight's coming in clutch there, by the way. I might have to put more of these, but I think one bush there is not going to make any sense. We might have to put more in. I do like doing bone meal stuff. It's very satisfying. Hope it's satisfying enough to watch. Folks, I've been thinking. Oh, let me catch up on chat first, actually, and then I'll tell you what I've been thinking. David Crosby was playing hide and seek when he wrote this. Yeah. He is dead now, though. So that would be a good hide and seek tactic to just die. Then they'd have to actually like open your coffin to sort of find you. Do you reckon that would work? Just count to 2 weeks. So I've got enough time to sort of die, have an autopsy, an inquest, a funeral, all that sort of thing. You know? Hello, Kyle. Welcome in. It's good to see you. How's it going? I like the chicken and bacon sandwich with flame grilled steak McCoys. Oh, flame grilled steak McCoys. Not had them in a while. I don't think they do them in the shop down the road. They've got fucking ketchup crisps though. No steak McCoys. I will be going down there later. I'm making a point of going down there every day now. There is also a Sainsbury's local that I've never been to. That's about a 20-minute walk away that I might go down to at some point. I think that might be quite. I mean, it might be shit. I don't know. I'm a bit hesitant with Sainsbury's. I find it a bit pricey at times, especially if it's a local as well. That's looking nicer, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Yeah, we're getting there, folks. I do need to put more of these bushes in, though. Huge fan, sorry, of a sausage egg breakfast sandwich or a classic BL bloody tea. See, they don't even, they didn't even have those. They had about 6 or 7 sandwiches. One was a tuna mayo. One was just like a cheese in white bread sort of thing. And then they had like there was like chicken and, is it chicken and sweet corn or something? I'm not asked about sweet corn. Yeah, it was just like, it's just not a great selection, to be honest with you. But then you go to another part of the shop and it's got like sarsaparilla cordial and stuff, and you're thinking, why haven't you? I love sarsaparilla cordial. I've talked about it, but like, I don't understand why they're not using that part of the shop to put meal deals in. It doesn't make any sense to me. But whatever. I do need to stop using the bone meal here. I just want to put little bits of grass in. I think it's pretty hard to exhume a body. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it would work really well, wouldn't it? Famously hid under a pane of glass and no one could see me because of sun glare. Were you not, like, boiling alive then? Not entirely sure I've understood that, Michael. I do keep calling you Michael, and that is your name, to be fair, but I hope that's okay. Nice. I need to put some ferns down as well. Some fern cottons. Which I've not done at all, actually. Let's get some ferns. Let's also get some large ferns as well and put them down. Let's grab those. You want ketchup crisps? They just taste like salt and vinegar, Kitty. They're not spectacular in the slightest. They're not bad, like, but they're just the idea of them is far better than the actual thing itself. Steak McCoys are a very anti-woke crisp. They raise a red flag for me as a progressive. They are a bit sort of Brexity, aren't they? They are good though. They are good. I've not had them in a while, you know. Steak McCoys. I do like McCoys. I really like McCoys. Maybe stick some regular ferns in as well. Just in and around. Very delicately, deliberately placing them. Just adds a little something, doesn't it? suppose. Probably get rid of some of these flowers, like, because there's too many of these red flowers. Generally speaking. And just overwrite them. We'll put some more down there as well. I only eat them because they grate cows into every bag. No idea what that means. No idea what that means. We're making a little hiking trail, Kyle. Sorry, I've only just got around to that message. We're making a little hiking trail. Which is, it goes sort of up here. Oh, you can see on the map, it looks good, doesn't it? It looks good. So it's going to go up here. It's going to go up this mountain, and then I don't know where it's going to go. I'm tempted to swing it around the other side of this mountain, and then come down here and end up at this sort of station that I'm building here. Because at the moment, this is like that. This is like the train equivalent of that bit on the M62 that people's dads always go on about whenever you go past it, and the bit where it sort of splits off and there's a house in the middle. Because it is literally, there's just two like train lines and a house in the middle. So we need a way to sort of connect this up. So I think if you do a hiking train, it sort of, you can come around here, and we'll do like a little sort of, we could either do a bridge going, we could probably do a little sort of thing going across the top here actually. Just a little walk across the top. And then down. That might work. Only thing that's usually cheap from Sainsbury's local is their cookies. I might have to take a look at that then. I do like a cookie. They don't really do cookies in the Nisa. It's weird. They don't sort of do that kind of thing. It's a bit crap. Gonna make egg on toast, BRB, no problem. Enjoy. Sausage and ketchup crisps. Oh, I don't know about that. Not sure about that. Because you're a kiss. Today we're literally touching grass, yeah. It's about time. British people love to join queues and talk about their favourite crisp. I was derided this morning by Leopard. Because TN brought up the subject of someone else's fingernail clippings or something like that. And I said, can we change the topic, please? Because that's quite disgusting. And then Leopard took the piss out of me and was like, oh, you're going to talk about your favourite crisps again? Boring. And now look at us. Now look at us. Hello, Fruits. Welcome in. How's it going? Good to see you. Could you ride horses up the hiking trail? No, because there's no horses in this. Kitty, you could hypothetically ride a Pokemon up it. You sort of just do this thing, but it's a bit... I mean, this Pokemon's really fucking fast. If we got like maybe a level 1 Pokemon, and also this can fly as well, so it makes it completely redundant. But you could ride a Pokemon up it. If you had like I wonder if I have... I mean, maybe the Corvisquire actually would work. Can I ride that? No, I can't. You can't even ride that. But you Ponyta. Can you ride Ponyta in this? I genuinely don't know. Have I got a Ponyta or a Rapidash? Because your kiss is on my list. Something now. Shout if you see a Rapidash. I think I've got one. I've got a Ninetales. Can you ride on that? No. I've got a Ninetales there as well. I think you can ride on Sharpedo. Which is very stupid. Unless they got rid of that. Apparently there was a bit of a fucking hoo-ha because there was some Pokemon that you could... Here you go, you can ride on Sharpedo. There you go. So you can do that. So hypothetically, yeah, you probably could ride on a Ponyta, to be honest with you. They probably would let you do that. We could probably solve that actually. We can do spawn Pokemon. Ponyta. And then just catch it. We'll release this, folks. It is cheating. Hello? There we go. Sophie, welcome in. How's it going? You're late. Is it because you're hungover? Sophie was out out in the town last night, weren't you? You'd love to see it. I only noticed the crisp chat thing because I have a phobia of them and I always take notes to fit in rather than out myself. You have a phobia of crisps, Matt? Sorry, have I understood that correctly? I can't tell it. That might be serious and I've just laughed at it, which I would feel quite terrible about. Where's Ponyta gone? There. That's not Ponyta. You've never eaten a crisp? Really? Sorry, Matt, I genuinely I still can't tell if you're doing a bit. You're going to have to confirm for me once more whether or not this is a bit or not, because that's genuinely quite interesting. Find them smelly and oily and gross, too many crumbs. Oh, fair enough, mate. I mean, folks, this is the fastest I can ride on this Ponyta because it's level 1. so... so, yeah, you can ride on a Ponyta. What if I spawn Pokemon Rapidash and then maybe do level, is it LVL equals, say 50? Here's the thing for you folks. The spruce leaves sway in the wind, but the chipped versions don't. That's really annoying, isn't it? That's really annoying. Right, Ponyta's now level 24 as well, which is quite ridiculous. I will have to release that at some point. Where's Rapidash gone then? Drink Scotch whiskey all night long and die behind the wheel. What a lyric that is. Here we go. So yeah, you can ride your Pokemon up here. You jump over there. That's nice, isn't it? I've never really ridden Pokemon like on the ground in this, because if you've got a flying Pokemon, it's just easier to do that, I suppose. I'll put some slabs down to make it a bit easier to sort of walk up these, like. Don't think I could carry on living if they took crisps away from me. They are. That is odd, Matt. I don't mean to sort of say it in a sort of like, oh, that's really weird, like, oh, you should be ashamed of yourself sort of way, because, you know, people have these sort of things. But I've just... I knew someone growing up that didn't like ice cream or chocolate. And I always found that quite... Having said that, I think I'm like that about egg. I don't eat anything that's egg, which is really annoying when you go to like a cafe or something like that. Everything that you get comes with an egg, and I feel like a bit of a prick going, can I have it but without the egg, please? So, yeah. I've missed loads of chat here, I'm so sorry. I was out until 3 AM and I'm so hungover. Good stuff, Sophie. Good stuff. There's plenty more of that to come in the next God knows how many years. If that's your sort of thing, at least. Used to eat Wotsits when I was younger. Nothing post age 4. Oh, right. Well, fair enough then. Speed stat influences the movement speed, yeah. So it probably had terrible speed, that Ponyta. You know, at a kid's birthday party when they're eating crisps messily and they drop them and then they end up running over them and there's tons of tiny little crumbs all over the carpet. It makes me shudder. I don't like... I know what you mean, man. I kind of do get where you're coming from with it. I wouldn't never eat them myself, because I think for me it would be it's a case of like I'm in control of the way I eat them and that sort of thing. But I do get where you're coming from. Foods that are too messy stress me out. I'm not a fan of them. Do you like the vinegar Doritos, Jay? Feels like they need some cheese. I've heard only terrible things about them, unfortunately. Kind of with you on this, children, they're snot and open. I mean, this is just children being mucky tykes, as they call them here. It's just why I don't like children, really. What's that picture? I need to find that picture, and it's like... and let me see if I can find it. Oh, God. It's like this... Oh, I'm never going to be able to find it. It's a thing. It's a thing where it was like, what if I told you that This is not funny, by the way, folks. It is funny to me, though. You got found it. Hang on. It is from iFunny as well, so you know it's going to be funny. This is just what it's reminded me of. I'm going to catch up on chat while you all have a look at that and have a bit of a laugh at it. When I was 5, hang on, I need to watch this on Twitch because it just keeps scrolling up every time. When I was at a kid's birthday party when I was 5, I ate skips dipped in blackcurrant squash and then bead sick. That's a lovely leopard. I get moaned at for having 2 multi-pack bags of crisps with my lunch, despite them only putting about 9 crisps in each bag. That is what did they say, Tian, on TikTok? That is the greed they talked about, the gluttony they talked about in the Bible. 2 multi-pack bags of crisps with my lunch. Good grief. No, I'm with you on that, Tian. It is ridiculous, isn't it? My ex had a thing where she couldn't have crisps from a multi-pack. Had to be a bloody share bag. Is that true, Wisecrack? I wanted to try the other ones, but they had none left, though, right? The amount of times I've had to read a Wisecrack message and you go, is that true? Or are you making a joke that I don't understand? Or are you setting up for a joke that I won't understand? Sounds like the setup to something really misogynistic, mate, but I'm sure it isn't. That's what I mean. My father leaves a bag of crumbs for me and it's always so disappointing. Just admit you finished the bag of crisps and throw it out. I know. I've seen that before. It does my head in. That sort of thing. People take cookies out of a pack of cookies or whatever and they leave one left at the end. Just eat it, mate. Come on. Whatever. It's embarrassing, isn't it? That Winnie the Pooh reminds me of Gundy for some reason. Oh, I don't know what you mean by that, Knight. I'm sorry. Don't see where you're coming from there. I ran away from a friend in reception because they had what's it gunge all over them. Yeah, what's it's are especially what's the word, like egregious for that sort of thing. Look at that. Off it goes. Even puts the clip back on, like, ooh, better keep these crumbs from getting stale. It's just embarrassing, isn't it, Kitty? You might as well just finish the bit. Is it because they don't want to throw the bag out because they're that lazy, sort of thing? That they just go, oh, it's because I've done that with butter before, where I've basically just left like basically nothing at the end of the tub because I can't be asked washing it out. Like I'll admit I have done that before, in a bygone era. But whatever. Who cares? What's it fingers are grim now, aren't they? They're really bad. Let's do that. Let's put some copycat slabs down. I might end soon, folks, actually. What time is it? 11:41. I'll end in a bit, I think. We'll stick some copycat slabs down. Do this sort of thing. Oh. You should always warn people when you're about to come, says Wisecrack. Yeah. Which is good manners, isn't it? I don't know where that's come from. Pardon the pun. I don't know what prompted that. But yeah. Sure. It's just polite, isn't it? It says crumb. Oh, sorry, it does say crumb. Sorry. I don't know if that's reflective of you or me, that I've expected that you've just said come there, or the fact that I've just read that as come. Like wishful thinking sort of thing. Sorry. I'm very sorry about that. He genuinely thinks he's leaving an acceptable amount for another serving. I mean, that is just stupid, isn't it, Kitty? That is just stupid. I like that. The thing is, you can't copycat slab dirt paths because they're not a full block. So there's always going to be... It doesn't work, look. You can't do it. It just puts a block on top of it. So we're just going to have to use... the regular sort of slabs. Almost don't mind leaving a little bit and leaving it in the fridge. What is unforgivable is using all the butter, then leaving the empty tub lid on the side by the sink. Oh no, man, that's just criminal, isn't it, Fruits? That is just fucking diabolical behaviour. No, I'm totally with you on that. I'm actually going to get rid of that and just put that there instead, I think. And leave it like that. Is that better? Do we prefer that? I don't know if I do, actually. Right, 1, 2... One, 2, 3. There's a rhyme and a reason behind this, sort of. And just go back and do this. I know someone who leaves disposable cups in the sink to dump and throw it later. Just dump it and throw it out now. Yeah, it's just crap, isn't it? Diabolical behaviour. What a waste of time it was putting those slabs there. Then what do you mean, Jay? Look at this for the payoff. We're not on board with this. Folks, I was going to say something about 20 minutes ago and then I got sidetracked because Matt said they'd never eaten crisps before. I'm going to do another week of streams at some point in a couple of weeks, I think. I'm getting the itch for it, and I've got a game. I've got an idea for a game that I want to play, which I won't play the entire time, but I'll be able to get a good few days out of it at least. I think it's not Pokemon. Before anyone goes, is it Pokemon? It's not Pokemon. We might do some Vietnamese Heart Gold. I might mop up Vietnamese Heart. Fucking hell, Vietnamese Heart Gold. What? I think I could probably mop it up in a stream, possibly 2 streams. So we might do that as well. I'll post more about it in Discord in the next few days or whatever. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm just getting the itch for it. I may stream it on TikTok as well. I may not. I don't know. It's a game that I've not played it on stream for a while. I don't know how TikTok sort of likes it. I don't know if it's just a waste of bandwidth or if people are going to be really annoying about it, or I genuinely don't know. Genuinely no idea. Skanks once again, folks. Whole week of streams just for us peasants. Yeah, yeah. He's a fucking lucky, aren't you? Whole week. Might even do a Sunday stream. I might just hop on a Sunday and just do a little bit of a stream on a Sunday, which I've never really done before. I mean, I have ages ago. I've not streamed on a Sunday for a very, very long time. Years. I think weekends are a bit weird. It's like a different vibe. It's like evenings. I streamed on Tuesday for a bit. It's very much a different sort of vibe. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just sort of different. You know? The Lord's Day, yeah. Oh, you work on Sundays? Well, you can watch the VOD, can't you, J? Exclamation point YouTube. No excuses, mate. Come on. Don't worry, I'll stream on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as well, I'd imagine. Might be less on Wednesday, because I've got my men's mental health day on Wednesday. I was saying to Fruits yesterday, actually, and bless them for fucking listening to me moan about it, but I'm actually getting to a point where I'm getting sick of being CBT'd now. I don't like it. There's something about it that's very sort of fucking... I spent 45 minutes of yesterday's session like fucking arguing. Not in like a sort of like a bad way, but like in a sort of, I was saying to like, I've got to be honest about how I'm feeling about that and the sort of thing, and if it's working for me. And it's so, I don't know if anyone's ever had like CBT before. This is cognitive behavioral therapy, not the other CBT, the better CBT. But it's very like rational. It's you say something like, oh, well, this will never happen to me, or I will never do this, or I will never be like this, or whatever. And the whole thing is like they sort of go, well, what evidence have you got for that? What hard evidence have you got for that? I've got none, but I know I've got none. Like, I'm not saying that I've got like definitive evidence that this is never going to happen. I know that's a stupid thing, but it feels that way. It's very much like the sort of therapy version of facts don't care about your feelings kind of thing, but like not in a weird conservative way. But in that same sort of just like incredibly sort of rational way. Not that the sort of conservative facts don't care about your feelings, it's rational because their facts are actually not facts at all, are they? But it's that kind of thing. And it can be very draining. There's no sort of eureka moment. There's no moment when you have like a payoff where you go, oh yeah, I see where you're coming from there. You know, it just doesn't happen. SK Suraj, welcome in. Hello. Sorry, I missed that. I've missed loads of chat here. You've had CBD. I mean, CBD is probably infinitely better than CBT. I've not tried it, but I can assure you. Don't worry, it'll be worth it, folks. It's just that sort of like you've got to sort of trust the process if you're going to talk about it in a sort of football way. But there does get a point into the process, like with Arteta at Arsenal, where you sort of go, actually, what are you trying to get at here? Because it's been 6 years and nothing's really changed. You're still not won anything. For a little football analogy for you, is there? So some of you actually understand what I'm talking about. For some of you thickos in the chat. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. So sorry about that. Chicken and bacon torture. Yeah. Yeah. Chicken, bacon and tomato. Had a few months worth of CBT last year and I just found myself nodding with the person telling me the exercises and shite just to run through the minutes. It is the thing is, the other thing I was with it, Shimmers, is that I was very much like, my therapist is lovely, but she explains stuff to me and I just like, I haven't got the heart to just say, can you explain that again, but like so I can understand it. Because she was showing me, I don't know, like I did, we were doing like negative automatic thoughts, and she was telling me like the different kinds of them, and you've got like your fortune telling and catastrophizing or whatever you call it or whatever, and it's like, yeah, you can say these words to me, but I genuinely don't. And there's like 12 of these different terms, and I don't understand what any of them mean. I need examples, sort of thing. I do have to do it though. It is good for me, sort of thing, because I do realise that a lot of the way that not all of it, like, but a lot of the way that I feel is down to like my behaviours and stuff. But my behaviours are also, it's like a cycle, and you've got to break out of it just slightly, just change things a little bit, and then as you just change it more and more as you go along, and you get to a point. It's a long process. It's not like counselling where you go in and go, oh, I'm having trouble with this, and then they go, have you thought about it like this? And you go, oh yeah, that's good, that. See you later, and you come out of it going, oh, that was fucking great, that, because I missed that. I did that a couple of years ago. This is more like, it's long term. You come out of it and you go, fucking hell, that was heavy, that, you know. But like I said, it'll be worth it at some point. I've had a bit patronising, but that might have been in the times I've had it. I was under 18, maybe. So it is a little bit kind of. It's patronising. I know what you mean, Sophie, and it might have genuinely been patronising for you, but I think that's the rationality of it. I think that because I was talking about I've been having terrible sleep lately, really terrible sleep, and I worry about it, and I worry that something's like I'm never going to be able to have a normal sleep again. I get quite bad health anxiety as well, and it's sort of related to that. Sleep's a very sort of important thing for me. My sleep routine, my sleep hygiene's like very sacred for me. I go to bed at like 10 every night without fail, if not earlier. But I've not been sleeping well for about 6 weeks now. And she was like, can you try framing it in this way? So it's like, you're not worrying about it because you're like, if my body needs to sleep, then it will sleep. And it's like, yeah, but it's not just about the actual amount of hours of sleep I'm getting. It's about the whole process of it. Because like I said, it's like a routine for me. And when I can't do a routine, I'm very routine based. If I can't do a routine that I like doing, it's the same when I wake up. Like I just freak out a bit. It throws me off my whole day, sort of thing. Chicken Jockey says, what are you talking about? Welcome in, Chicken Jockey. It's good to see you. I'm talking about some therapy that I've been having. Cognitive behavioural therapy. And the sort of ups and downsides of it. I'm ranting away here, folks. I'm so sorry about that. Bring that up next Wednesday. I've brought up you lot before. Gosh, it's fucking horrible. I've said this fucking fella called Wisecrack, and every time someone comes in and takes the piss out of me because I'm unemployed, he goes, "Oh yeah, you're a fucking freeloader, mate," and he thinks he's joking, but actually it's really fucking hurtful. But no, I've not. Don't worry about it, Wisecrack. I've not brought that up yet. I might do at some point though. Sometimes you have stuff to get off your chest. I do. But this is the thing. An hour a week is not enough for me, Chad. But I need to sit there for about 6 hours a day and go through this stuff because it's like it sounds stupid, but it's literally like thoughts and behaviors like that I've had for my whole life that I'm trying to suddenly unlearn in 12 weeks. It doesn't feel like it's enough time. 12 1-hour sessions does not feel like enough time to sort of fix a lifetime of bizarre behaviors and thoughts and stuff. This is much nicer now, isn't it? Hearing this song in the background feels very inappropriate for the deep thought. It's a good song though, isn't it? It's a good song. Not got a bachelor's, not worth bothering with. Can you explain with an anime analogy for the other half of the room? Don't think I can. I'm not an anime person, unfortunately. I'd love to do that. Explain it in Fortnite terms or something. I'd have to play Fortnite first, wouldn't I? Am I alright playing this song on stream, folks? Is that have we got an issue with that? Because I know it's a bit of a contentious artist, but I do quite like this song, so could be worse, I suppose. My little mental health practitioner was very nice and everything, but we were both at better places to be. I love the sort of slightly patronising my little mental health practitioner. I know you didn't mean it like that. No, mine's the same. She is lovely, and I think I'll probably see it through, like, unless she sort of says, "I don't think this is right for you," because it feels like it's right for me, but I'm just getting, I'm feeling a lot of resistance to it. But that's just because I'm being honest. Like, this is the thing, is that a lot of times if something happens or if something comes up, like an opportunity or something like that, my mind always goes to, like, I need an excuse to get out of this sort of thing. And it would sort of defeat the objective of trying to fix that if I just went, actually, I don't want to do this anymore, if that makes sense. Layla, welcome in. It's good to see you. I agree with you. Thank you very much. It's nice to get that validation. I hope you're doing good, Layla. Sorry, I just saw that message. I'm still catching up on chat. Fluoxetine fixed it for you, TN. I was on fluoxetine. It was the first. It was the first antidepressant I was on. Did not like it. And then I was on sertraline for a while, and that worked quite well. And then I went off it sort of in 2021. Because I think I didn't need it anymore, but then it turned out a couple of years later I did need it, and I went back on because I got rashes from sertraline, so I went on citalopram for a couple of months. Didn't work, and since then it's about 2 years now. I've been on mirtazapine, which has been quite good for me. There are side effects of it, like restless legs, which means that I can't fucking sleep at night. But the other side, it does also make me drowsy. And if I take it at about 8 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, I'm quite tired, and I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go to sleep now. So it's quite good in that sense. I've had very little sort of side effects from it, and I think it has worked for me. Hello, Jeff the Killer 99. Welcome into you. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good, mate. Fluoxetine just numbed me. I mean, this is the thing. The different ones work for different people, and why that's the case, we don't know. So you've just got to go through them and find the one that's right for you. People, I've seen people say fluoxetine's been really good for them, but like you said, fluoxetine was no good for me. But sertraline was good for me. But then I've seen people that said sertraline wasn't any good for them. So it is that thing. You can't, with that sort of thing, you can't be discouraged from having like a bad experience with one of them and assume that's going to be the same for all of them. Because they do, despite the fact they're all kind of similar in the way that they work, they are all different. It's weird. I didn't catch my chat, I'm so sorry. She was from the NHS, it was never going to fix me. I think mine's from a charity called North Point. I think it's the one that I go to. It also helps it's in person, though. Because I don't think I could do it over Teams. I don't think it'd be right. I don't think I'd be comfortable with it over Teams. Brainworms in my head are yelling at me to panic about whether or not Cal's mentioned me in therapy. I've not mentioned anyone specifically. I've said to Fruit, I mentioned something they said. But it wasn't a bad thing. It was because Fruit said to me a couple of weeks ago that like CBT triggers the demand avoidance, and I was like, I get where they're coming from with this. I've never mentioned anyone in here in a negative way. Don't worry, seriously, don't worry about it, because I haven't really got anything bad to say about it. I think I've mentioned anyone sort of online in a negative way, really. It's not come up. It's not about other people and how other people are making me feel. It's a lot more about my own thoughts and how they're making me feel. So seriously, do not fucking panic about it. Sertraline also numbed me. See, this is the thing, Jay. You've just got to go through them until you find one that works. But it is also that trade-off if you do want to sort of like have that numbing sort of thing. Because sometimes there was a point where I was sort of like #men's mental health. There was a point where I was like, actually, you know what? I'm happy if there was an antidepressant that just numbed how I'm feeling. I'd take that over the way I'm feeling right now. This was years back though. This is before I started streaming, sort of thing. I had a really rough first 4 weeks, but after that, I felt like a new man. It is, you've got to get through the first sort of 4 to 6 weeks with these things, don't you? Because they take a while to kick in. Gave me dreadful night sweat, sertraline. Yeah, I think I remember that being a thing with me actually. I just used to get rashes on my arm and stuff from nothing. So I'd stop taking it and then it would go away, and then I took it again and it would come back. It's just one of those, it didn't hurt or anything like that. It was just one of those things where I was like, that was the only sort of bad side effect I had from sertraline, I think. Yes, chat, Twitch chat, I am Jeff the Killer, and put on a happy face. I'm doing good, lad, no problem. Jeff the Killer, I'm very glad to hear you're doing good. I'm sorry, I'm behind on chat here. I'm glad you're doing good, though. I might put a fence down here, maybe. I might do that. Do you reckon that's worth a shout? Just do this sort of thing. I think that's worth it. Because then at least it means that the sort of path thing here is kind of in a sort of... It makes sense, almost. I think that works. Maybe do that. That's nice, isn't it? Where did I get up to? One of them completely got rid of my appetite, and I've been off it for years and never got it back. #trauma. I'm sorry to hear that, Kitty. It can happen like that, can't it? It's weird. It's also a thing where, like, I'm not saying it is this, Kitty, because it might not be, but like, anxiety can play a part in that sort of thing as well. Because I get really bad health anxiety, so anytime something's up with me. So when I started having my tummy troubles, as we've had well documented for about a year now, it was almost like the anxiety of me thinking that something's actually really wrong with me. It was making it worse. You know? So it's a bit of a weird one. It's almost like you've got to just fucking delude yourself into thinking everything's alright. Just temporarily, and then eventually you might end up believing that. Which sounds really stupid, but it does kind of work. The resistance in therapy is your body rejecting the woke, ghost slender minorities on X out of your own insecurities. Yeah, yeah. I mean, no, not yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah, but in an ironic way. Sort of, don't actually do that. Please, for fuck's sake. That's what I get for just reading the message out and then going, yeah, without even fucking thinking about it. I'm sorry, folks. Fucking streamer brain, isn't it? As they call it. My therapist insisted we use Discord and they left the VTuber software running on the webcam. Weird, they kept calling me a good boy and all. So, I mean, if it was free, TN, you've done well there. People normally have to pay for that sort of thing. I wouldn't complain. Always banging on about how much you respect Andrew Tate, yeah. Yeah, you know me, mate. I'm always going on about him. I think that's probably the first time I've ever mentioned him in this stream before. I thought the same thing about Would Rather Feel Numb, but after a month of it, it felt like there was no point in trying to do anything at all, which obviously caused some other issues. Yeah, no, I get what you mean, Jay. It is that thing, isn't it? But you've got to... They do work. They do work. They might not work just by themselves, but they might. It's almost like they give you a bit of a kick up the arse for you to be able to do some of the other stuff that also helps with your hashtag men's mental health, like going out for a little walk or whatever every day. It's easy to go, oh, you just need the motivation for it, but if you haven't got the motivation for it, you're fucked, aren't you? But if you can get that motivation just from being on an antidepressant for a few weeks, and then you have that sort of like, actually, yeah, I could go out today and go for a walk, and then you get into the routine of doing that, then it's worth it, I suppose. You know what I mean? It was money up front, cash up only. Oh dear. Folks, the playlist has ended, which means that it's time for me to end the stream because I wasn't planning on going on for this long, but we've done some, we've done some good work today. We did some good work for about 15 minutes and then I just sort of floated around for the next 2 hours. But that's good. Really, once again, huge thank you to everyone on Twitch who told me that there was no audio for the game for the first 40 minutes of the stream. Really good stuff, folks. Really happy with that. I'm really thrilled about that. It's really nice. Lovely community as always. Just super stuff all around. I might be on tomorrow for a bit. I don't know. It depends if I've got anything that I really want to be doing. I know I've got this sort of Who Remembers feature that I was going to do, where I play like an old PS1 game that I grew up with, but I've not had an itch to do that. But it's on the back burner. It is still like a thing that we'll do every now and then when I'm feeling like it. But at the moment, I don't know. I'm happy doing stuff in Minecraft, to be honest. I'm just putting some music on. It was Lep's fault. Yeah, it was. I mean, to be fair, folks, it was everyone's fault. And at no point did anyone tell me that there was no audio coming from the game. No one. It wasn't even that I missed a message from someone doing it. It was that no one actually bothered to say it, which is good. But yeah. Okay, folks, let's end. Let's end, shall we? They just wanted to hear your voice, I know. But I like some crunchy, crispy Minecraft sounds in the background as well. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you, Chappers, for the tier 1 sub. I do appreciate that. Thank you for any subs on YouTube as well. ! YouTube if you're on Twitch. Or my VODs. Oh, sorry. Misogyny. AutoModQ. Misogyny. Kitty. Hashtag whore remembers. Who remembers? Hashtag who remembers. But it's flashing it as like whore members. Which is interesting. I have allowed that. Maybe we don't use that as a hashtag then, folks, if AutoMod's going to think it's saying whore members. To be safe, it is bad, that, isn't it? Thank you for watching, folks. I might be on again tomorrow. If not, I don't know. I genuinely don't know when I'll be on next. But I'll be about, I'm sure. Let's go. Let's go. Goodbye, men's mental health. Yeah, I've got no one on, folks. So it is just going to be an end stream for me. You're going to have to find someone else to watch. I do need to go out as well. I need to go out for my men's mental health, as we've just said. So it will be me turning off the computer and leaving. So there you go. Enjoy your days, folks, if you can. Reef and chill is on, says Leopard. Shimps is on. What's reef and chill? It's not gonna be some just stupid fucking fish cam, is it? Oh, for fuck off, Leopard. No, we're not raiding that. Okay, folks, that is me. Add permitted terms. Who remember? Yeah, let's do it. I've added a permitted term. Who remembers? All as one word, so it is allowed now. You refuse to accept anything you hate. Yeah, that's why I hate it, Leopard. That's fine. Okay, folks, I'm going to end now. Take care. Have a good day. I'll see you next time. Thank you everyone for being here. I do appreciate it. Been in the stream with a black screen for an hour before, says Doz. I mean, that's fucking terrible. I've had worse. I've had no sound. I've had no mic on for 45 minutes before without people telling me. So, whatever. I'll have to put a fucking note at the beginning of the VOD, but whatever. Alright, folks, take care. Have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye.